Gun fam, what's up? It's the Gun Brother. Thanks for tuning in. Today I want to get into tactical engagement. If you ever have to actually engage a threat, and some considerations that you really need to make. And I want to talk about it on a couple of different levels as well, so let's get into it. Before I go any further, I want to give a big shout and a salute and honor Officer Aaron Salter, who engaged the threat in Buffalo. He did what he had to do in the line of duty, and I want to just have a quick moment of silence and honor Officer Salter. So professionally, as some of you know, I train officers in the National Capital Region, and we do qualifications all the time. And I also do civilian training as well, concealed carry, and on just different levels of engagement, things like that. One of the things that I'm hearing and where I'm seeing as a result of what happened in Buffalo, a lot of people are making an argument for concealed carry. A lot of people are making a lot of arguments that don't necessarily or would be difficult to apply. And I wanted to go through those reasons for everybody's benefit at this point. So this also happened in another active shooter event as well, that I used to use that as a training point as well. And that is the Aurora shootings, the shootings in Aurora, Colorado at the movie theater, where the shooter then was also armored. And that is a difficult threat to face. But we do have exercises that we use to face that type of threat. So I know Officer Salter was able to fire on the threat in Buffalo. I do know that one of the factors though was that the body armor stopped his rounds and preserved the shooter. So one of the drills that we do obviously is the body armor drill. That's in most law enforcement and security qualifications, and it's typically 2 rounds to the body and 1 round to the head. And that would be the case that those 2 rounds did not neutralize the threat and stop the shooter. Even if somebody is wearing body armor, the impact of those shots can definitely still stun that individual, knock that individual off balance, but it just won't stop the threat. And that follow-up shot to the head is what may be necessary to stop the threat. So even for my security officers, ICE, DC, SPO, both of those courses of fire include the body armor drill. And another thing is, I know a lot of people just finished running qualifications and people just want to get through and get their score and go home, but you have to understand the application. This is that incident, this is the application for it, okay? So if you're shooting a qualification, these 2 rounds to the body, these are 5 points, that's where you want to hit. You want to hit in this area. When you shoot to the head, technically it's 2 points. When we go back to score, face area is 5 points, okay? Some more information that we got from Buffalo was the shooter had on a helmet, a ballistic helmet of some sort. So for instance, if this individual had a helmet on, this is the shot that I want to make. I don't want this shot. This shot can glance off anything. It can even glance off a bone at certain angles. Also, it demonstrated that in the up drill video with the rifle. That's the shot that we need to take to neutralize our threat the quickest, okay? So you have to keep that in mind. So as an officer, if you're engaging somebody with body armor, that's what's gonna happen. Any individual with a gun is a difficult threat to face. An individual with a gun with body armor on is a totally different thing. Should it come to a deadly force situation where you do have to engage, you have to tactically assess that situation correctly. If that individual is wearing body armor, for you to be successful, you're gonna have to understand 2 to the body, and 1 to some other part of the body that can put that person down. If you do have the benefit of a turning target or some sort of timer that can help you during qualification, there are standard distances. You have to practice that shot, and it's actually a lot quicker than the time that you're allotted. During qualification, for instance, for ICE, that's a 5-second drill. 2 rounds to the body, 1 round to the head from the holster, and then they have a follow-up with 2 to the body, 1 to the head in 4 seconds, and that's an eternity. You need to be able to do this shot in maybe 2 seconds, okay? All 3 rounds accurately. DCSPO, their 2 to the body or body armor drill is at the 9-foot line, so 3 yards out. And again, their drill is in, I believe, 3 seconds. Okay, so it's a double tap to the body, 1 round to the head. Those are 2 examples of the drills that are in law enforcement and security. As a civilian, if you want to practice it, again, you can put yourself on any kind of time that you want. Most Concealed carry events happen at close ranges. They're not far shots usually, but you have to be fast. You have to be able to deploy your firearm from whatever you're using to carry it, be able to deploy it quickly, get on target quickly, and be effective. I'm going to set the target to a 2-second turn and draw from concealment, and 2 rounds to the body, 1 round to the head, and just kind of give you an example of how quick that can happen. All right, so I'm set up for a body armor drill or failure to stop drill. I'm about 5 yards out. Again, those encounters happen not too far out from each other typically. I have the target set to turn for 2 seconds facings, and I got 2 facings. So the first one, I'm gonna come from concealment. Second one, I'll come from a low ready. So a total of 6 rounds, 2 rounds to the body, 1 round to the head. Just see what that looks like, all right? All right, we'll face the target, see what we got. Got to keep it on, you know, for the naysayers. All right, so body shots, 1, 2, 3, 4. A little low for my taste, but again, enough to disorient the individual and buy time for the headshots. And there are my 2 headshots. Don't like that one too much. That's a cheek shot. And again, that can bounce off bone. That's perfect right there in that soft tissue. And that can put that individual down. But so that's what it looks like. There it is. That's the body armor drill, failure to stop drill. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. And as always, the Gun Brother is out. Stay armed. Keep shooting. I can't say it enough. Keep training. Stay on top of your skills. All right? Gun Brother's out.